Okay, folks, before I talk about combat, I'm going to do a really short video on talking about some keyword abilities and also their special abilities on each card. So first off, again, this is a supernatural. He's a neutral. He doesn't really have any special powers, but he does have some keyword abilities. He's got Brawn and he's got Destiny. So what Brawn is that when he attacks, if he, he's going to do 8 damage to a character. If, say, he attacks a character and they've only got 2 life left, he's going to have 6 damage left over. That damage goes to the player. So it's like overrun or carryover damage. He also has Destiny. That means this card is meant to be played. He cannot be countered by any other card. So let's get into a little more complicated card. This is Shipwreck, one of Rodney's characters. He's got some special abilities. I hope you can see it. It says it's got Pirate Hook, and it's got a 2 and an exclamation point. If you remember when I did the brief explanation of the augments, if it has a exclamation point, that means it's an immediate. So also with this ability, that's what it means. It's an immediate ability, and it costs 2 power to activate it. And again, you can do it at any time. You exhaust the card. Again, exhausting it means it turns slightly. And do 2 damage to any non-supernatural character and 1 to the controller, so that's your opponent. So that's that one. He also has another one. He's got a secondary ability that pretty much is when this card goes to the cemetery, that's your discard pile. You can pay 3 that when this card is destroyed, he takes another character, in a sense, down to the depths with him. All right, and here we've got this one's another villain like Shipwreck, Dragon Wizard. He's got, again, a couple abilities. He's got Ambush and Charge. Ambush is, usually you can only play characters on your turn, but if they have the keyword Ambush, that means you can actually play that during an opponent's turn. And one thing I didn't mention in the overview is that when a character comes into play, they cannot usually attack right away. They're getting the lay of the land. They're trying to make sense of everything that goes on. So, but when they have Charge, as soon as they come into play, they can activate, they can attack, they can activate their abilities. So I won't go through any of his special abilities. They're all immediate abilities, so he can use them at any time. Next, we've got one of Carlos's character again. This one also has Ambush. That means you can play it on your opponent's turn. It's got this diamond, which means you just gotta have to pay attention. It's kind of an eye catcher. You don't have to pay for it. It just happens. So when this character enters play, you can exhaust any opponent character of level 6 or less. It stays exhausted until this card leaves play. So her special ability is she's a spider-based character. She's got Web Weaver. And let me just go through the other special abilities. There's some cards that have Blitz. They get to do damage to when you're attacking. They can do damage to the blocking character before they do damage back. So there's kind of like your speedsters. They're steadfast. So I said again, normally when a character attacks, you have to exhaust it. Well, steadfast is they do not exhaust when they attack. So that's more of a heroic ability. So your hero characters have that. There's another one. In fact, I think we haven't seen this card. It's Toxic. So whenever this card does any damage to another character card, it just kills it. So there's another ability called Overpower. Here we go. We got Heracles. He's got again Brawn. That was the excess damage, and Overpower. He's so strong, he needs actually 2 characters to block him. If your opponent only has 1, well, they can't block him at all. Some cards have something called Provoke. That means they must be blocked. There's other cards that have Goad, which you have to actually exhaust that character. So Goad is like you're saying to your opponent, I'm forcing that character to attack me. We've been over Destiny. There's also an ability that's only for heroes and villains. It's called Arch Enemy. If you're happen to be playing heroes and your opponent is playing villains, if you have a character that has Arch Enemy on it and there's a villain in play, that means they can't be blocked at all. And that's pretty much it for now. I think in the future I'll be doing some more keywords, but stay tuned for that.